Hey guys, welcome back. It's good to see you as always. And today I wanted to talk about my supplementation routine. I'm filming this in the middle of June of 2019, and I say that because my supplementation routine changes quite a lot, but it has been similar for about the past 6 months as I have really been diving into healing my PCOS. I was diagnosed with PCOS at least, and trying to get my hormones back into check and trying to just start my period again. I talk about that a lot in the Holistic PCOS Chronicle videos that I do, and feel free to go watch those to kind of get filled in on what exactly that is. But basically, I have been working with a naturopath for about a year now. I didn't have my period for 2 years. I was having kind of all the signs and symptoms of PCOS, including that. On top of that, because with PCOS, you're typically high testosterone for a female, my acne was bad. I just released a video about my face care routine, and while that is essential to keeping a clean face, there's also a whole mecca of diet and sleep and lifestyle and exercise and supplementation that also goes into maintaining healthy skin. So I wanted to show you guys the supplements that my naturopath recommended, as well as a couple that I have worked in for myself, just knowing the way bodies work and what we're typically deficient in, and based on my blood work. I am a nutrition coach, so I'm able to help with those things. I'm not as familiar with the herbs and things like that that my naturopath suggested, which is why I hired her. You hire a professional when you don't know something. Did you get that message? Hire a professional? All right, I'll get off my soapbox. First, we're gonna start with the things that I know I am deficient in and or my lifestyle demands that I use regularly. And this is stuff that I have curated for myself, again, based on blood work, based on my nutrition knowledge as a nutrition coach and health coach. And yeah, that's the spiel that I'm giving on that. I think the first thing that we need to mention is omega-3s, and a lot of people take fish oils for these. I take Chaste's krill oil. They source it ethically. They are open source with all of their supplements. Actually, this brand is great about being very clear where they get all of the stuff that they put into their supplements. They're the only 100% open source supplement company in the world. They're lovely people. I am friends with them, but I use their products every single day. So their krill oil is the omega-3 supplement that I decided to choose for myself. It's bioavailable. It is a higher amount of omega-3s per serving than fish or flax or any of the other ones that you might be taking. And when it comes to an omega-3 supplement, the reason these are important is because omega-3s are extremely anti-inflammatory. And in today's society, while we do need omega-6s, the body needs omega-6s, we have way too many omega-6s in our diet and not nearly enough omega-3s. Even if you're eating fish every day, the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 is probably somewhere between 20-1 and 4-1. Even if you have a really good fish intake, it's probably closer to 4-1. And a lot of research has shown that a 1-to-1 ratio is optimal for brain function, joint health, all the general things that come with anti-inflammation, digestion. So higher percentage of omega-3s per serving with krill gets you there. Natural Stacks krill oil is my omega-3 of choice. Next up, another Natural Stacks product, Eye Defense. This is just kind of a mega dose, if you will, of vitamin A. It's got vitamin E as well, and sea buckthorn oil. So the three of these things work together to protect your eyes from blue light. Now, I'm not here to talk shit about blue light, all right? Blue light is good. It's what wakes us up in the morning. It's what our bodies use to cue themselves to know, okay, it's high noon. The percentage of blue light wavelengths are highest in the middle of the day, which is why blue light is so bad for sleep. It tells our bodies, if we're looking at screens late at night, that it is the middle of the day and we shouldn't be going to sleep yet because we're getting all this blue light to our eyes. The nice thing about this is it's made for people who are working on screens a lot. This is kind of just a dose to protect your eyes, because we're seeing this weird trend right now where it's natural as you age to go from being nearsighted to farsighted. And I'm actually seeing this in my parents right now. Both of them grew up largely with screens in their lives, and especially now, I mean, even if they didn't completely grow up with them, they've been spending, the vast majority of 20-ish years looking at screens, and they are both near and farsighted. It's very weird, but basically it's kind of reversing the way our eyes naturally age because we're so used to looking at these things up close. And this is built to just generally protect your eyes during the day. And since I'm talking about this supplement, I wanted to remind you guys, don't wear your blue blockers during the day. Those are for nighttime. You want to see red light in the morning and in the evening because sunrise and sunset. This eye defense is made to just protect you from general blue light throughout the day without diminishing the effects of it waking you up. Blue light is good for waking you up. All right, I'll step off of that soapbox. Wow, there's a lot of them today. Next, not a natural stack supplement, but this is Paleo Valley's grass-fed organ meat complex. And if I'm going to explain this as one thing, I would say it's nature's multivitamin. So this is a great source of, well, first of all, I guess I'll explain what's in it. It's got liver, heart, and kidney from grass-fed and grass-finished beef. And the reason organ meat is even good for you is it is the highest source that you will find in nature of vitamin B12, of iron. It's got omega-3s in it. It's got all of the good things that come with those various things. So you're going to be missing the effects of anemia. You're going to be getting the anti-inflammation benefits of omega-3s like with the krill oil. This is actually also a really good source of CoQ10, which is beneficial for our heart health. If you want the full list of resources, I have an entire blog and video on this supplement in particular because it is just so well-rounded because it's got 3 major organs that we benefit from consuming in it. So it makes them a lot easier to get. They're in freeze-dried powdered form. You take 4 capsules of this and it gets you a serving of organ meat for your day so you don't have to eat grandma's liver and onions. Okay, moving on to the supplements that I take every single day as recommended by my naturopath. I had heard of some of these before I started taking them, was not very aware of their benefits until I had to take them myself. Just throwing that out there. First one is ashwagandha root. So ashwagandha is actually an adrenal support herb. This is the one that I had heard of prior to working with this naturopath. I would order it sometimes in my coffee and at picnic because I'm in Austin and I'm that bitch. But basically this is kind of considered a super herb when it comes to healing our adrenals. Our adrenals are always overfiring, and as such they need more care and attention than we naturally give them because we're stressed about other things. So supplementing with ashwagandha is a direct way to just fill in those patches and promote anti-inflammatory reactions within the adrenals and actually encourage them to fire not less frequently, but more accurately. So it's not like you're stressed over everything all the time, and they can kind of tell the difference between a minor and a major stressor and gauge how much stress hormone to actually release that you actually need. So that's pretty cool. Next up, saw palmetto. The funny thing about this herb is it's actually sold as a male prostate support herb, but in women, so in men, it does promote healthy prostate function, again, related to testosterone. So if you put that in a woman, it's going to regulate testosterone production and levels. In me, like I already mentioned, I have slightly higher testosterone levels, which was possibly a cause of my acne and things like that. So with this, it actually promotes more testosterone production if you're on the low end, and it helps your body detect when you're too high testosterone if you're on the other end, and helps your body to kind of slow its production of testosterone until you start using up what you already have, and then it will encourage your body to produce the testosterone when you need it again, not just constantly throwing out mega doses of male hormone in a woman, which I do think this had a big part in helping me get my period back because high testosterone obviously does not promote menstruation. So there's that. Last one that the naturopath recommended, Vitex extract. It's also called Chaste tree extract, but basically I only take this the week leading up to my period. It's actually a natural PMS preventative, and between the time I started my period again and now, she probably recommended I take this, I would say halfway, like 3 months ago. I've had my period for 6 months now. I think she recommended it 3 months ago. And the cycles that I've had with this as a supplement have been a lot more level-headed, fewer cramps, all those things. So again, this is one that you just rotate out and you use the week prior to menstruation to prevent all of the fun stuff that comes with PMS. Okay, so those are the pills that I take in the mornings. I put them in my little old man sorter right here. And again, mine has removable stuff, so I can just take these individually if I want. Like this weekend I'm going on a trip, so I'll just take a couple of these little packets and I have 3 days worth of my supplements ready to go. Great. I wanted to touch on 2 supplements that I use throughout the day. I don't necessarily take them in the morning as pills, but I do supplement with them regularly, and I think they still count as supplements. So here they are. Some form of collagen protein. I love Vital Protein's collagen protein. I've worked with these guys, full disclosure, for 4 or 5 years, and just as a brand promoter, mind you. I've never been given a salary by these guys. I really love this product. They were kind of the first ones to bring awareness to the fact that you could eat powdered collagen. And since I started regularly taking them, my hair has turned into this. And I do believe that it has helped repair my gut. I had a pretty messed up gut when I first started trying to be healthy, whatever that means. And collagen is proven to help with gut repair and joint pain, sleep, as well as hair, nail, and skin growth. Clearly it's worked on my hair, which is pretty cool. My hair quality is completely different. I would say I've probably been supplementing regularly with Vital Proteins for 3 years now. And there's videos of me on the internet. You can find them. They're in my workout videos of me in 2016, 2017, where this is my entire ponytail. That's how thin my hair was. And now it's just this crazy thick and wavy and long mess, and I'm very happy with that. So I use collagen as my protein powder of choice. Last but not least, I wanted to hit on Slenderella. I use Slenderella Boost almost every single day. This is one of their individual boost packets, and this is a multivitamin cocktail. I know I mentioned that the organ meat is kind of nature's multivitamin, but any Slenderella product is actually really good for the liver. That's their whole thing, is love your liver. So I like taking Slenderella Boost in the afternoon. One, because people typically have an afternoon dip in energy, be it because you just ate, be it because you just worked out, whatever the case may be, you probably have it. And instead of reaching for more coffee or soda, don't reach for soda. It's 2019, what are you doing? I go for a Boost. It's delicious, it's berry flavored. I mix it with Topo Chico and lime usually, and that makes it feel kind of like a cocktail. But however you drink it, you can just mix it with regular water and it's great. This is a super mega dose of vitamin B12, so again, preventing that anemia. But then if you check out the ingredients label, it is a whole host of extremely bioavailable vitamins pulled from natural sources. There's a tiny bit of natural caffeine from green tea extract, but the energy that you feel from this is going to be from the vitamin B12. It's a bioavailable form. A lot of people actually don't feel the effects of the vitamin B12 supplements they take because it is not in a bioavailable form. So if you check the little ingredients label on the back of your supplement, if it says B12 as cyanocobalamin, that's why you're not feeling it. This is methylcobalamin, which is the bioavailable version. And when I say some people don't feel their B12, I'm talking about half of Americans cannot process cyanocobalamin. We have this lovely genetic mutation that helped us survive the bubonic plague, but we can't process vitamins unless they're in very specific forms now. So Slenderella Boost is my afternoon energy / chill out / liver detox drink. All right, I know that was a lot. Thank you guys for watching. Ask questions about any of these. And again, I do rotate supplements quite often. This has been my routine for 6 months, which I think is maybe the longest I've ever stuck to a specific supplementation routine. If you follow me on Instagram, I have an old version from last summer, I think, talking about several different things that I no longer take, not because they weren't working, just because I don't need them at this time. So supplements help fill in the things that we don't get, and sometimes that changes. That's really how it goes. But that's what I use and my reasoning behind each of them. Thank you for watching. Comment below with questions. Make sure you hit subscribe, and I will talk to you again soon.